Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to add voice to this supplementary budget. Mr. Speaker, first, I want to support partially the supplementary budget. I am saying partially because it is better than before, but it is not still showing the face of Kenya. Mr. Speaker, the supplementary budget is brought to cure certain issues or gaps that has been seen in the main budget. Mr. Speaker, it is very unfortunate this country budgets for certain projects, advertises, procures, and awards contractors to go to site. But unfortunately, after the award, then the government of Kenya, the executive comes up with a supplementary budget proposal that again removes the same projects from the list of the supplementary budget. Mr. Speaker, in that event, creates more bending bills in this country. We have bending bills in each and every sector and department in this country, Mr. Speaker. That puts the entrepreneurs, the contractors, the business people into problems by not doing business at all, or some of them even becoming bankrupt, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the activates, 22 of them that was advertised, awarded, and contractors were sent to site. But unfortunately, to my dismay, it is not reflected in this supplementary budget. What do you expect of the same contractor who was sent to site to construct, activate somewhere in Harado, but with no budget? What will he do? He has put his money there. It was in the main budget, but not now. And probably the next budget, we will not find it. How do we cure the problems that the department are prioritizing new projects over the ongoing projects? This House needs to come up with a mechanism. Although the bending bill is the first charge of each department, but the problem is it has not been implemented. How do we force the department to implement that before they procure new projects, they must clear the bending bills? Mr. Speaker, I am in the department, I'm in the Committee of Agriculture and Livestock. We know agriculture and livestock is the backbone of this country. If we invest in agriculture, if we invest in livestock, I'm sure this country will be in a better place today. We will see our youth employed. We will see more revenues coming back. We will see more food on our table, and even lean meat on our table. But unfortunately, the government and this House are not prioritizing this sector. And this sector has been neglected completely. Nothing is going on. It was left only for the devolved county government to do agriculture, which even the resources they have might not be enough. Mr. Speaker, it is high time this House to prioritize agriculture and livestock over any other department in this country. If we want to employ our youth, if we want our people to be healthy, if we want our people to get food, if we want our people to progress. But so long we are treating agriculture and livestock like a secondary issue, then we are not going nowhere. Mr. Speaker, we budget for projects. But when we budget, there is always a delay in exchequer that affects the execution of certain projects in all departments. This clearly hinders the development of this country. I want to speak to the Treasury Department headed by our brother CS Honorable Mbadi to fast track the disbursement of all the projects that have been allocated money to, so that timely execution of programs are done. Otherwise, we will continue budgeting, rebudgeting, bringing another supplementary over another supplementary, and piling up the pending bills in this country. Mr. Speaker, I am happy today to see a new budget chair in this parliament. The first one was from Mount Kenya. This one is from Nyanza. And I expect this budget chairman to be rotational, Mr. Speaker, so that each and every part of this country feels the development of this country. It has come to the...
Are you suggesting development follows the budget, Chair?
Yes, I'm coming to Chair. I'm coming to that point. Yes. Chair, it has come clearly that the budget chair has the prerogative power to allocate billions of money into his constituency or his county. To cure that kind of mismanagement, to cure that kind of injustice, to cure that kind of inequality, I suggest and propose that the chair committees should be rotational and each region should be given a chance to serve in that docket, so that we feel if we are part and parcel of this country. Mr. Speaker, I come from northern Kenya and the Asal areas. If you see, it is the only first time I can see a budget that has at least some considerations in northern Kenya, thanks to the broad-based government, which I believe has brought the inclusivity and the fairness in this country, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, to finalize my thoughts and to conclude my debate, I want the next budget committee to kindly consider each region. I don't know how budgets are done in this committee. I am part of parliament. I am a member of parliament. I know how it is done, but it is not done the way it is required to be done. Nobody is following the law. If you see the Department of Water, you will not find one project from my constituency, one project in my constituency. Equally, go to energy, see somewhere else. How do you expect me to run up and down to each and every department, to see each and every committee to request for projects? I have written over 55 letters to both the committees and the departments to include projects in my constituency. But it becomes, you will see, when you are told we will do, and the budget is brought in front of this House, you will not find one even single project. Anybody who can honor his word. How do we cure this, Mr. Speaker? We, as members of parliament, we are the ones who are supposed to appropriate budget. But what are we doing it? Are we doing it the right way? So with those few remarks, thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity.